Hi, and welcome back. We're here at Hollywood Studios for the first of our four-part series, How to Maximize Your DAS Pass and Get All the Great Rides that have the longest wait times. So, today we're going to prove to you that using your DAS Pass, you can ride every ride, see every show, and coordinate it all perfectly. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come on, let's have an adventure. All right, you've made it to the parks and you've scanned in. Immediately pull over and open your Magic Guide app. Look at what the longest wait time is, and you're going to grab a DAS for that ride. I know that may seem crazy to grab the longest one first, but actually, it works out in your favor. So, what you're going to do here, most often, that is Rise of the Resistance or Smuggler's Run. I always grab Rise first. Number one, it goes down a lot, and if it goes down, then that pass turns into basically a fast pass that you can use anywhere, but also it does have the longest wait time, and so usually it is one of the harder ones to ride if you don't grab it first. So we went ahead and grabbed it. We got here at 10 and our DAS is for 11:15. So that is the first tip, is that when you first get here, pull over. Now remember, when you get to a ride and you scan in the lightning lane, you can immediately get another DAS time, and you should, because then when you're waiting in line, when you're riding the ride, that time is also clicking down. And so that's kind of a little tip there. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That time is for an hour away. What am I going to do? I'm wasting all this time. No. What you're going to do is you're going to go look on your app, and you're going to find the rides with the lowest wait time closest to that ride, or the shows that you want to see. So, for example, when I look at the Magical Guide right now, Star Tours is only a 20-minute wait. And so we can go over there and we can get in the regular line for Star Tours and see Mickey's shorts in the time that it takes to wait for the Rise of the Resistance to come up. So we're not just sitting around, we're actually going and we're riding things and we're seeing things. So when you come in, get your Rise of the Resistance time, then head over to Star Tours. Usually that's a low one. If it's longer, then you can grab either the Frozen Ever After sing-along, or you can grab the Indiana Jones stage show. The important thing about the shows is to know when they go off, because they don't happen all day. They usually have limited showings, and they're only at a certain time, with the exception of Frozen that just runs continuously back-to-back shows. So, but that can help you knowing when the show times are. So basically, you're just going to open your app and you're going to fill in the gaps. And then when you get to ride your big ride, then you choose another big ride. And so right now we're going to head over to Star Tours and we're going to have. If you are a fan of the Star Wars series, then this ride is a lot of fun. It is old school and it has been at the park for a long time. C-3PO takes you on a fun adventure. They've actually updated the Adventurous. There are several to choose from. You do not get to choose, but every time you ride, you may have a different adventure. The individual seats do not move, but you are in a box with a group of people and a screen in front of you with an animatronic of C-3PO at the front, and it does go forward, backward, side to side. It does not roll or go up or down. They do have seatbelts and seatbelt extenders. If you are a 4X or lower, then you will find this ride comfortable. Anything above 4X may be a little more of a challenge. I've spoken to somebody who was a 6X who said with her husband's assistance she was able to 5X, she said she was 5X, buckle it, but that it was very difficult. She couldn't do it on her own. But a 4X or lower should be okay. Shouldn't have any problem at all. The AT in front of Star Tours actually shoots water and moves. It is a lot of fun. It's something cool. They used to do the Jedi Training right here, and Darth Vader would come out and the kids could pretend to fight him, but unfortunately, since the shutdown, that has not returned, much to the chagrin of a lot of people. Before you go to the parks, there's one app you have to have, and that's the Magic Guide app. It is absolutely incredible, and it is separate from the regular Disney app. So it shows you all sorts of things from park hours to, you get to select which park you're going to, and it'll tell you up-to-date and current real-time wait times and closures for rides and shows. It will also show you, if you search the shows, all the hours for that day, as well as information about maybe disability entrances or things you might want to keep in mind, and times for the show and things like that. You also can go on and find the dining. It'll show you which section of the park the dining's in, how it compares price-wise and menu to other options in that area, and so much more. And I also love the free map feature where it'll not only tell you and you can click find it on the map, but you can click the map button and you can just explore on the map if you're a visual person. So this app has so many cool things, and if you're trying to max out your DAS pass, this app is a must-do. One thing to remember is that when you're layering your DAS passes, do not run from one side of the park to the other side of the park and back, because you'll waste time, you'll waste energy, and you will be so hot and exhausted by the end of the day that it won't even be worth it. So when you're next to things like the back lots, if you're hungry, grab a snack. When you're going to Rise of the Resistance, head over to Star Tours and then do Muppets or things that are right there by Batuu. You know, just the more you keep it together, the more you look at the low wait times for things that are on the way. You can always grab something on the way to Batuu, but don't double back. Once you get here, do this and then start moving towards the ride that you have a DAS pass for. Now that we've ridden Star Tours, it's time for one of my son's favorite things, Muppet Vision. This one's very fun and cute. You'll laugh and giggle. It is air conditioned. You can sit down. It is 3D, and there's very rarely a wait. So you can see there's nobody waiting outside. You can walk straight in. The show runs continuously, and so it's a great filler when you're waiting for one of your DAS passes to come up. And so it's officially time to check in for our first DAS pass time. So one thing to know is you can check in late. You can check in at any time after. You just can't check in before. We were on our way to the next ride, and look who we ran into. It's Kylo Ren and some stormtroopers. Quick, Resistance, hide. So we've checked into the Rise of the Resistance, so it's time for us to get our next DAS pass. Because we want to try to do everything in one day, we're going to get Toy Story Mania so we can knock out all of Toy Story Land before lunch.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Welcome to the course.
Black Leader, I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits.
You are clear for launch.
All the way, recruits!
Calling out personnel. This is your final. Transport takeoff in 20 seconds.
Para break llegar a la hora de launch. Copy that. Get us clear so we can make the jump.
Be ready, you won't have much time.
Where are all those?
Cargo vessel TR-141. Identify yourselves and prepare to be boarded.
You all disembark this vessel and proceed down the corridor to your right for processing. Now go.
You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We'll need it on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
The Rise of the Resistance was so much fun, but now we're ready to use our Toy Story Land DAS. Now that time isn't for a little bit, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ride Alien Swirling Saucers and then go hit up Toy Story Mania. Currently, Slinky Dog is at 80 minutes, and Smuggler's Run is at 75, and Mickey and Minnie's is at 75. So as soon as we scan into Toy Story Mania, we're going to get a Mickey and Minnie's comeback time because that's on our way to our lunch. So we're going to get this. We're going to ride everything in one day. We'll show you how to maximize it. Let's keep going. As crazy as it might sound, rain is your friend. Because if it rains, everybody gets out of line, or the line times get a lot lower, which means you can get a DAS for like 1/3 the time that you normally have. So if you start seeing thunder or things like that, but it doesn't involve lightning, look on the app and see if you can grab a pass. And also, if you grab a pass and the ride goes down due to lightning, then it becomes an automatic anything pass, which you can go use on most things at Hollywood Studios. The only thing you can't use an anything pass for is Tower of Terror and the Rise of the Resistance, unless the pass was originally for those rides. So, I mean, that's helpful too. And now it's time for Toy Story Mania and to grab our DAS for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Remember, if it's moving or if it's high up, it usually has more points. Excited to ride Toy Story Mania?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think I can beat your score. What do you think? You think you're gonna beat my score?
Yeah.
Well, you did last time, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, we had the best time riding Toy Story Mania and the Swirling Saucers, but while we were riding the Swirling Saucers, it had started to lightning and they'd shut down Slinky Dog. But during the Toy Story Mania ride, it stopped lightning and they reopened it. So normally this is an 80 to 75 minute ride, but because it just reopened, it's like 10 to 15 minutes. So we're going to go grab it before it gets super long, and that's going to be awesome. So really that's what the DAS is about. Go grab your big ones, fill it in with the small ones, and then get super lucky on some of the big ones and hopefully catch them when they're at a lower time.
Excuse me, you lady. You mind helping these good people in the cartoon to fix this here locomotive?
I mean, I guess I could do that, Goofy.
Thanks. Be back in a jiffy to pick you all up.
All right, we are making excellent time. We have done Mickey's Runaway Railroad, Rise of the Resistance, all of Toy Story Land, and we are having a really good time, and it's just barely after 2. So today, Belle's Enchanted Stories, or it's the sing-along, the story of Beauty and the Beast is closed due to weather, and Little Mermaid has not reopened since the shutdown. So we do have a comeback time for Smuggler's Run, but we're going to go do Frozen Sing-Along. We're going to do the Mickey Shorts and the Indiana Jones stage. Now that we're catching the Smuggler's Run, we're going to go ahead and grab a DAS for Tower of Terror so that can be ticking down while we're riding this ride. I never thought as a kid watching the Millennium Falcon that I would ever be this close to it. This is exciting.
And this is Onaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in.
Can stay on your ECV right up until the ride, but then you'll have to wait a little longer. If you stand, it's faster. Now it's time for the Tower of Terror. You people know I must really love you because I have never once ridden this ride out of fear, but today we shall do it. Let's hope we live through it. So the Smuggler's Run does take a pretty significant amount of time, as did the shows. And so just to give you an idea of where we are time-wise, it is around 7 o'clock. So we are coming up on the evening. We've had a great day, but let's keep going. While we're in line for the Tower of Terror, we're going to get our last DAS for the night, and that would be Rock and Roller Coaster. I was so shooken up by this ride that I legit forgot how to attach my mic correctly. It was so intense. The theming was crazy and fun, and I loved it, and it was nostalgic, but the drops made me feel like I was literally going to fall out of the ride and die. How do you guys do this all the time? Leave a comment as to like why you love this ride, because I legit thought I was going to die. When I was done being melodramatic about how traumatized I was by the ride, I was actually getting around to telling you that there are 2 great fillers over there. That there is the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, as well as the Lightning McQueen training school with the 2 cute cars to visit out front. They also have parades that come by that area and much more. So there's a lot of filler if you have to wait between Tower of Terror and Rocking Roller Coaster. This section is actually super cute. They have loads of fun car music. If you're a Cars fan, you get to see the Dinoco car, and you get to see Snot Rod. And when you go in, you can take your ECV in. The shows are continuously running. It is a great air conditioner break. If your kids are feeling overheated, if you just need a minute to sit down, or if you just love seeing Lightning McQueen and his friends and laughing at Mater, this is a great opportunity.
Exactly! Mater, boot up the simulator.
You got it. What? Oh, gotta push the button. Wrong button.
Right.
Initiating simulator.
Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Here we go, rookies. Help me with the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, it's always good to start with the practice lap. Warm up your tires.
Now, when you're racing, you want to keep an eye on your tire pressure, oil level,
Just like Smokey taught us.
I'm getting a little tractor, damn it.
Hey, whoa. Now, it's important that you train on a variety of tracks. Let me show you. Select Tokyo, Japan. Are you afraid to go for a drive because of a leaky tailpipe? I'm Lightning McQueen for Leak Less. Hit the trail without leaking on the trail. That was only supposed to air overseas. What are you doing here?
Well, I hacked into your silly simulator so I can race you and finally prove who's the best race car. Me or me?
Chick, you already beat me in a race.
Everyone says I only won that cup because you were helping the king. My championship was a fluke, which it wasn't. I'm here to settle this once and for all. Let's race, McQueen.
I am not racing you, Chick. We're busy training these rookies.
I'll sweeten the deal. If I win, every racer here gets a huge pile of cash.
Must be a permit agent will to claim huge pile of cash. Not responsible for loss or stolen items. One huge pile of cash for winning customer. Offer not available in Orlando, Florida. Come on, leave the rookies out of this.
I knew you were afraid to race me.
What do you rookies think? Do we race this guy?
Yeah, you can beat him. Yeah. You got this, buddy. Remember, you don't need to know where you're going.
Right. I just need to know where I've been. All right. How am I doing, everyone?
You're doing great, buddy.
Mr. Nine, you guys, Guido, it's the...
Hey, Luigi! Guido! Thanks! I'm McQueen.
Oh, honey, don't worry. I got you. Terminal.
Exactly what I needed, Flo. Yes!
Organic fuel to the rescue, man.
Thanks, Fillmore. You're saving the race.
There's your race? You are?
No one messes with my whip filter.
This isn't even possible.
Racing isn't about speed and flash and crossing the finish line. It's about the journey you take to get there and who you've got driving alongside you.
Wait, I'm getting all rusty-eyed back here.
Thanks for coming out today. Consider yourselves honorary members of my Lightning McQueen racing team. Now go out there and get your tires dirty. Ka-chow!
That was so much fun. I always enjoy the racing school, but now it's time to get our hearts pumping and our music going. We are going to go do Rockin' Roller Coaster. We're going to listen to some Aerosmith music. Did you know that some permits have been filed that made people think that maybe they might be retheming this? So it's a great time to jump on it before it gets changed. I think the new mics have been helpful, but I'm really excited about getting a GoPro so that in the future you guys can come with me. Now we've come to the entertainment that does not require a DAS pass. The Wonderful World of Animation is such an incredible adventure through all the Disney movies as it's shown up on the screens and the Chinese Grauman's Theater. It is beautiful and immersive. Come on, let's check it out.
What have we here? It's a sparkly, shiny... Oh, it's a human! You can't run from me. Oh, you can. You keep surprising me.
Why do we even have that lever?
Shit, I don't think Ray live with us anymore.
Please send me here.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. That was all started by a mouse.
We have had a fun and exciting day. We showed you how to max out your DAS pass. We've ridden all the things, we've seen all the shows, and we have had a truly good time. What do you think is the best tip for getting somebody to max out their DAS pass?
Well, I think the best tip is to just have fun and to just go with the flow.
I think that is very good advice. Being flexible and just having fun is the most important part. If you're pushing so hard and trying to get everything in so hard that you're not having fun, then you've missed the whole point. So that is very good advice. Give me 5. So, but also make sure you download the Disney guides. Make sure you scan in a DS as soon as you check in the front gates. And then again, as soon as you check into the ride that you have a DS time for, make sure you get the biggest times first and fill the smaller gaps. And most importantly,
Have fun.
Right. And until next time,
See you later.
Stay adventurous. Have a good day. Bye.